And we're live now.
Awesome. Okay, so now we're looking at approval of the agenda. Be it resolved, the Clearview Youth Center Advisory Committee hereby approve the agenda dated August 3rd, 2022 as presented. We need a mover, Robert, and a seconder, Krista. All in favor? Great. And that motion carries. Number 2, disclosure of disqualifying interests and general nature thereof. If there's anything that any members of the committee need to disclose throughout the meeting, just let us know and you can remove yourself from that part of the discussion. Number 3, approval of the previous minutes. Hopefully everyone had a chance to see the minutes. They're linked right there in the agenda. So the motion is, oh, Chris, did you have a question or are you making a motion?
I'm motioning to move because I was at the meeting, that's all.
Gotcha, thanks. Be it resolved, the Clearview Youth Center Advisory Committee hereby approve the meeting minutes dated June 1st, 2022 as presented. And that is moved by Krista and seconded by Robert. All in favor? And that carries, thank you. Any business arising from the minutes? Okay. Looks like we're good to jump into Shannon's report for the youth coordinator report.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I hope everyone has been having a nice summer so far, despite the rainy weather today. I'll start off my report with what the youth center has been up to this summer so far. So we have brought back the Clearview Youth Center Park program for the second summer, where staff travel to parks across Clearview during July and August. This program, the youth are invited to drop by for as little or as long as they'd like to hang out with staff and other youth and participate in some outdoor games and activities. Our programs are advertised for grades 7 to 12. However, during our park programs, we encourage youth of all ages to participate. So if there are parents and younger youth at any of the parks we're attending, they are more than welcome to hang out with us and participate in any activities we have there to offer them. The park program schedule is as followed. On Mondays, we're at Centennial Park from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. On Wednesdays, we are at Newell Recreation Park from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Then we head over to Gowan Memorial Park in Creemore from 1:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. And on Friday, we are at Ives Park in Stayner from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And Ives Park seems to be our most popular park location, as many youth bounce between participating in our park program and participating in swim lessons or family swims or free swims at the Stayner Pool, which is right beside the park that we're at. Each week, staff have created and implemented different themes to keep activities new and exciting. Our July themes were lawn games, water games, parks and picnics, and Christmas in July. And our August themes are and will be art and nature, which is happening this week, music games, junior firefighter, and sports tournament. The Junior Firefighter Week is one that was very successful last year, so we wanted to implement it again this year. And it's one in which the Clearview Fire Department will be joining us during the week of August 15th to 19th at 2 of our park locations, which will be Newell and Ives Park, to teach youth the ins and outs of firefighting. This will include youth having the opportunity to try the firefighting gear on and test out their equipment, such as the firefighting hose, and participate in a firefighting obstacle course. The department will also be offering a pizza party at Ives Park on the Friday, which is very exciting, and our youth are very excited about that. Some park program statistics. So the number of individual youth drop-ins throughout the week at the programs. Week 1 was 14 youth. Week 2 was 30 youth. The third week was 3 youth. This was Wednesday and Friday were canceled due to inclement weather. And this past week, week 4, we had 17 youth attend our park program. On the days we're not at the park, we're at the youth center. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays for July and August, the youth center is open from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. for drop-in and facilitated programs. During the month of July, every Tuesday, the youth center assistant Carson would run a music program that includes rhythm challenges, learning a new chord or a new instrument, and other programs involved with music. On Thursdays, Youth Center assistant Abby ran a baking program in which youth created new recipes, many of which are easily replicated at home with minimal ingredients. And then also on Thursdays, we included a new science program designed and facilitated by our brand new staff member and Youth Center programmer, Grace. This program has included experiments such as filtering water, making elephant toothpaste, and swabbing for/seeing the outcome of bacteria. So we went around the Youth Center, swabbed for bacteria, and waited a week to see if anything would show up. This science-based program is a new one. And we introduced it this summer, so for July, and it's been a real hit with within the center and the youth, as we're focusing on making science fun. Every other Thursday in July, youth and staff took Clearview public transit to the beach, Wasaga Beach, for some fun in the sun and a picnic lunch. This was and is a great way for staff to teach youth all about the ins and outs of transportation, with some of our youth letting us know they feel more comfortable now taking the public bus on their own or with their friends to different areas in Clearview. And many have said that they've taken it with their friends to Wasaga Beach on their own after going with us, which is great to hear. Some statistics that we have for July are the following. So the number of individual youth drop-ins for the month of July was 24, and the number of collective youth drop-ins was 65. This summer, during our time spent in the Youth Center, we also started up a youth community group. This is a group that is spearheaded by our new youth programmer, Grace. This is a group in which youth and staff get together every Tuesday for an hour to discuss ideas/initiatives they want to bring forth into the community. So kind of a mini youth advisory committee within the Youth Center. Recently, youth group community members have hosted a free lemonade stand at Fountain Park, Stayner. From 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on a Tuesday afternoon in July, youth made and handed out free homemade lemonade and lemon bars to community members of Clearview, with over 30 community members stopping by for a refreshing glass of lemonade. This was a youth-led idea that has ignited somewhat of a passion in many youth members that are part of this group to continue bringing forth similar ideas at these meetings we have that give back to the community that they call home. Another initiative that has evolved from our youth community group is that for August, we introduced some intergenerational programming into our calendar. So on August 2nd, which was yesterday, and August 16th, youth and staff visited and will visit Stayner Care Center from 10:30 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. to run games and activities for the residents. Yesterday was our first day of this program, and it was such a great time. Both the youth and residents had a blast together playing checkers, Jenga, and some of the residents even taught our youth how to play some new or old card games. One of the big hits was solitaire. So our youth learned that, and many have just been playing that by themselves at the youth center when we came back yesterday. The youth walked away excited to visit again in 2 weeks. And while exiting the care center, the resident participants were also asking the youth to return back soon. So we hope to continue this on into the fall as both the youth and the residents saw this as an exciting opportunity and chance to hang out and get to know each other. Regarding our activity kits, our bi-monthly activity kits are back in action as we just started advertising for September kits yesterday. The theme for September is back to school. These activity kits will be filled with much needed back to school supplies such as pencil cases, notebooks, pencil crayons, highlighters, school snacks, and more. As of today, we only have 20 kits left for registration, and we plan on delivering these kits at the end of August, so youth have them in time for the first day and week they arrive back to school. Last committee meeting, we discussed the idea of having you all come into the youth center or having myself videotape the inside for you all to see. With that being noted, it gave myself, Abby, Carson, and Grace the idea to have an open house where Clearview youth community members of all ages can come and take a look inside the center. So on Tuesday, August 30th, from 4:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m., we will be having a Clearview Youth Center open house and barbecue where Clearview community members of all ages can stop by to get a look inside the youth center and see all that we offer here. During this open house, there will be a number of other youth organizations from Simcoe County present, with individual booths set up to display how their organizations support youth and family members across Clearview, Collingwood, Wasaga, Orillia, and more. The organizations attending are the following. So we will be having Raise Scholarships, which is a local organization, New Path Youth and Family Services, the Gilbert Center from Barrie, Home Horizons from Collingwood, and Clearview Center Fit Club, which will be represented by Samantha Holmes, nutrition and fitness coach, who does the fitness programming in the youth center. We will also have the Clearview Public Library come and show some of their youth programming, and we will have Clearview's culture and tourism team here to share insights on events and volunteer opportunities within these events for our youth. Youth Center members are very excited for this event, and they will also be on site during this open house to act as volunteers and answer any questions about what they do at the Youth Center and why they attend the Youth Center. Again, they are very excited in showing all of you and Clearview community members around the center that many of them call their second home, that they attend nightly, daily, throughout the school year and the summer. So I am excited for this event, and I hope all of you can attend. If not, it would be lovely to have you in another time during the fall, the winter, or the rest of the summer to come and see the center. Thank you for listening, everyone.
Thanks, Shannon. That's great. Shannon, I had a quick question. You'd mentioned Abby, Carson, and Grace. Are they, as part of the team there, are they just part of the team for the summer, or are they like full year assistant coordinators or staff there?
Yeah, great question. So Abby works full-time, Monday to Friday. She's been here since last September. She is covering for Felicia, who is also on maternity leave. Carson works part-time. He's been here for, I believe, almost 2 years now. And he works 4 days a week. And Grace is our new summer student, I would say, who we were able to get thanks to the funding from Canadian Parks Rec Association and the Government of Canada. And Grace is working full-time during the summer. And then she will be working 3 days a week for September and October, focusing in on youth programming and helping us to get back into the swing of things for the fall.
Awesome. And I had another question about the intergenerational program. That sounds like it went really well. I was wondering how many youth participants you had yesterday.
So yesterday we had 3 youth participants. Before we go into these homes, they have to get rapid testing and wear masks. So some youth and families are a little wary about this, which I totally understand. But the 3 youth who came are very excited to come back in 2 weeks and do the same thing.
Nice. That program fits all the criteria for our community involvement hours that students need for high school. So make sure that the kids are getting the forms filled out for you to sign so that they can get credit for that time.
Definitely.
That's great. Any other questions for Shannon? Councillor Walker.
Not really a question, just excited about the programming, excited about the youth enjoying themselves, but yet learning and wanting to participate and be there. The one with the Care Center, I think is a great program, and I think it will benefit both. The seniors in the Care Centers are always looking for youth to see because they haven't seen them for so long, and some don't have families. So for that, I think that's a great program. For the youth to be able to sit for an hour and discuss what they would like to see and do, I think is another great direction that the youth center is going in. again, as we talked about the new construction of our board next year, that's a perfect start for that, because we're seeing how some of these students are able to think and discuss and see some of it happen, which makes them want to continue, and maybe someone will join the board. So to you and the youth center, I think we're doing a great job. Council was very impressed with the report at the other council meeting that you gave. I've heard from some public that were watching and did not realize the impact that our youth center is having. So we were able to accomplish both that we wanted to accomplish. Inform council, but yet inform the public and get them aware of what is happening there, so that they will hopefully support. And if they have youth, say to them, you know what? I think you're missing some fun. You better get in and join there. So I think it's been an overall, you're doing a great job, and thank you very much from myself and the residents of Clearview.
I would just want to concur. Honestly, the programming in the last 2 years, especially with COVID shut down last year, the programming has just gotten phenomenal. Like, you're doing a fantastic job. Like, from when I first started this council to this meeting today, it's hand over fist, way, way, way better. And the students are enjoying themselves. I'm hearing it in the salon that kids are enjoying the youth program. So it's getting out there. So you're doing a good job, Shannon.
Thank you so much. It's definitely been a team effort from the beginning of those who started the youth center to today. So it's great to hear that. Thank you so much.
Good.
Thanks. All right, well, moving along. Do we have any new business? Okay. Seeing none, I guess we talk about our next meeting. If we go with a every other month format, that brings us into October, which depending on the date, I don't know where the municipal elections fall, but I imagine this might be our, oh, Lexi, did you want to?
So the election's on the 25th. So if we wanted to have one more meeting before then, we could book that in.
I think that sounds good.
Or
that might
24th, sorry.
Okay. So and our October meeting would be the last meeting of this group, which would be bittersweet, but it would be a good chance for us to kind of come together and tie things up. So what date would that be in October, Lexi, if we had it in that, if we stuck with our format? The 5th?
Yep. Yeah.
All right. So let's set the next meeting October 5th at 3:30 p.m. if that works for everybody. Continuing with the same virtual format. Robert, or Mr. Councillor Walker?
Yes, just Shannon, just would you please send an email out if there's any help you need for the open house to board members, so that, you know, a few days ahead and say, we got everything covered, or we could use some help in this or that area, just to help, to remind us, first of all, because we're getting old, some of us anyways. And secondly, if you need help and we can help, I'd be glad to be able to try and help any way I can. So just do that, because we're not having another meeting now until October. So just remind us.
Sorry, Councillor Walker. It's 1:30 to 4:30, you said? On the Tuesday?
It will be 4:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. on the Tuesday.
Oh, then I can't join. Yeah, okay, I get to go. Great, okay.
Yeah, we tried to plan it for after work for many of you.
Perfect. August 30th. Good.
Awesome. We're back and running up on that week at the high school, so we'll definitely pop on over after we've closed the office for the day. That'll be great.
Awesome.
All right, so if there is no other, we have no new business and our next meeting set, I guess we're ready to adjourn. Be it resolved, the Youth Center Advisory Committee meeting hereby adjourn at 3:51 p.m. Mover for that, Krista, and a seconder, Robert. All right, all in favor? Great. Thanks, everyone. It was good to connect. And Shannon, again, thanks for your report. And we look forward to seeing you on the 30th.
Yeah, your hair looks good, Ben, by the way.
Thanks. It's going to have to go soon, but I'm holding on to it as long as I can.
It still looks good, bud.
Maybe I should get you to cut it off and give it to me, because I could sure use some.
Nice.
It was nice to meet you, Lexi.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. See you in
Thank you.
October.
Stay safe,
Take care,
everybody.
folks.
Have a good
Thanks,
weekend.
everyone.